Step into the ring! Prepare yourself. Round one. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Lots of aggression from both sides. All right. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. The jump in catches them. Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. At this range, many attacks can connect. Charges forward. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight!
Checks him with the projectile. Starts with a jump. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. Can't tech the throw? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Slaps him! Hanging on for dear life. Player 1 chases him down. KO! Player 2 is making this look so easy.
Round 3. Fight!
Anything off the smash? Sneaks in above. Throw misses. Reacts to the throw. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. From upstairs. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump. Crowns them from above. Low heavy.
What? I'm okay.
Both fighters are playing with the full deck of drive. They need to show their hand and do something with it. Both of them back off. They may be preparing to get the tips with the low heavy. I smell a comeback in the works.
Well fought. Round 4. Fight!
Choke Inferno to turn up the heat. Checks with a medium kick. Okay, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. 100-hand slap. Misses the grab. The throw missed. Low heavy, but no go. That's a counter. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This can lead to some big damage. Jump!
You can play.
Things are very tense as this exchange continues. There, Nup tries to make something happen with an overdrive art.
You can play.
Doing? You see that? Slips through the opening for the KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. What stage will they choose? Our fighters will want to pick the appropriate character for this match.
Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my
Don't allow your friends to guide you.
Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, keep on going cause you got heart. They know that I'm non-stop, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm overrated. If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it. The opportunities arise, so I gotta take it. Too many people in my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the love of winning.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Shall we begin? Bring the heat! Round one. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
You go last! You go last! You go!
Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Who's going to break the silence first? Blocks the jump in. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Okay, we're at the halfway point now. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Into the latter half of the round. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. How will both competitors use this remaining time? Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage or concentrate on the offensive? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Knockdown. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Shows the medium kick? Teleport! That's gonna rattle them. Where's their opening? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Time runs out. A lot of dancing and not much fighting. What'll happen next round?
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Running up a beatdown. Both fighters planning something? Drive time. Let's off a yoga fire. From low heavy to teleports. That's gonna rattle them. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Doing some quick planning? They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Baits out the low kick. One chance here may end this match. Flatline zone. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Low heavy hits, mix-up incoming. Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Who's going to break the silence first? The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Feeling out the spacing. Got their eye on the air. Checks them with a projectile. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight. Yoga player.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. They break things off to take a quick breather, feeling out the spacing. Connects with medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Jumps in. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Grabs and throws them away. Their spacing hits them with a stopping block. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. A super art? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Fires off an air slasher! Zones with the fireball. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat?
Yoga fire.
Yoga fire!
Yoga fire.
A jump? Lady throw will whiff at that range. Oh, critical art now? Player 2 breaks through with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Yoga player. Yoga fire.
Yoga fire there.
Yoga fire.
Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Checks them with a projectile. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. I can't keep track of these gets. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Grabs them. Closes the gap for the grab. Oh, feints? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Take out! Zones with the fireball. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Jumps up. What's the next move? Blocks the impact. Sneaks in above. Knockdown and... Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Medium kick hits. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Yoga float, this could lead to some big damage. Oh, here we go. It connects with the throw. Uses their drive gauge. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Teleport, nowhere safe. What? Grounds him from above. Gonna mix them up with the arch? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What are they gonna do? Both has a bit of... They are done! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
You guard. You guard. You guard.
Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch.
You guard.
Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Both sides looking for an opening.
You guard.
Starts with a jump in. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. The low kick connects. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Well-timed corner switch. Checks them with a projectile. They break things off to take a quick breather. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Oh, feints? There's only 20 seconds remaining. Not much time left in this round. Time's almost up. Gotta hurry. Rolling Soba. Player 2 will look experiencing burnout. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Feeling out the spacing. Plenty of life left. A full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Yoga teleport! Where is he going? Jumps in! Teleports! That's gonna rattle him. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. This unleashes some big damage. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. They are not getting close to each other. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Turn, what a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Grabs and throws him away. Goes to the overdrive. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Who's gonna make a move? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Tons of drive and help to work with. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Throws them. What's next? All right. From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Projectile to try and change the situation. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Air slasher! The jump in catches them. Shoots off a fireball up close. What'll happen here? Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Took him to the corner in a flash. Goes for the jump in. Grabs and throws him away. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? So, what's next? It looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. What's next? Takes it! Just go for it! Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Sticks out a kick. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. A weak KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Was looking for that jump attack. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to bait out the jump? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Who's gonna make a move? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Gets a chance with that jump in. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Throws them to negate the block. Impacts a no-go. Sees it coming and block KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Overdrive art? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Gets the knockdown, and now throws him. What's next? That throw will do some good damage. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Player 1 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Sneaks in above. What'll happen here? The throw whips. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? They are absolutely wailing on each. This is gonna hurt. Looking for a hold. Locks them down with the arch. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Blink up. Nope, this unleashes some big damage. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Dangerous range here. Teleport! Nowhere safe. They got a big down deep kick. 20 seconds doesn't touch the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a fireball. A projectile to say, get off him. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Looking for a chance. Dry gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Good decision with that throw. Both sides getting ready. Fires off an air flasher. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Nowhere to run. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Full drive on deck. They gotta find something to drive, in fact misses. Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
I'm like a diamond, I
Smart
shine under
choice.
pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already